Hey guys, Ian here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of my subscriber feedback series. This one's number 8, I think. Again, I've just chosen the 5 beforehand rather than you having to go through me picking them all. So I've got them all open here, and the first one we have is the Der Hofer intro by Mags Design. And this is it here. So first of all, what I really like is the music. It works really well, and also love the slow motion, but I think After Effects or YouTube may have destroyed the quality a little bit. So it may have been worth rendering out, well, you could go up to 1080 I guess. Just worth rendering out the higher quality. Gonna have to refresh. Just to get that extra detail in there. I think you may have used Twixtor or some sort of slow motion, which isn't that great at doing slow motion, especially in kind of intros. So it might be worth actually keyframing it all in Cinema 4D, and then you'll get this perfect slow motion. But I really like the atmosphere, and I love all these little pieces flying across the screen. Really nice camera angles and nice materials, and it all works really well, especially this bit here. Maybe the text is a bit too blurry, but other than that it's really great, so well done. Next we have Thrust Designs intro by Zan. I think I watched this a while back. I really like the materials, and the colours are really nice as well. What I would have liked is when the text appears, it rotates kind of not around the very center, so the only way to really do that properly is keyframing each one individually, or splitting them up and putting them inside of a fracture object, and that way you can rotate it around the very middle rather than from the front, which I believe it is. But it looks really nice, and nice kind of glow around the edge, gives it a nice whole atmosphere, and it's not too long, not too short, and so it works really well. It's a shame the sound's quite overused. The twitch is crazy, but yeah, sound design is nothing I can really comment on because mine's awful all the time. So yeah, great job. Next we have the Alpha 4D intro by, guessing it's Viper FX. Now I've seen this kind of thing before, and I think they said it in the description, the Der Vader's intro, which I believe it is. But yeah, if you're just recreating it, there's no problem. I really like the little particles around the edge, and the whole atmosphere is really nice. Love the flare, and when it goes behind the building it disappears, really natural. Really nice scene all around. I don't really know what you used for the trees, but it looks really nice. The ivy on there is really nice as well, and you got some great reflections in the water, making it look realistic all the way through. If I had to point out any flaws, maybe the sky needed a bit more cloud, or just something a bit extra, maybe some sort of roof, but overall it's really nice, and a great job on that one. So next we have the TC Landscape intro by TCMI, and what I really like about this is your scene, especially with the sky. Everyone seems to go for kind of blue sky. You've gone for this really dramatic red sky, or red sun even, or orange, I'm not sure, and it looks really nice. Love how it kind of bleeds over the landscape. What I would have loved though is for this the camera not to have just stopped here, because it makes, like, this is a really nice animation here, rotating around. It would have been better if it just slowed down, but continued rotating a bit. And the texturing on the landscape's alright, but unfortunately the logo looks like it's just been thrown in there. So maybe a different texture, because this doesn't really look like it fits in, especially because you got this almost realistic kind of mountain range, and then this kind of just thrown in the side. So maybe you could have done it as like a rock formation, kind of dug in or out with a bit of deformation, so it kind of looks like a bit more jagged around the edge. That may have looked a bit better, especially because the texture on this is quite low quality as well. So maybe you needed to change the tiling up a little bit. But overall it looks nice. Maybe a bit of a cap on the edge as well, just to get a bit of highlight like you have along the edge there. But overall really nice. And the camera kind of stops for 5 seconds and then fades out. So it's a shame that happens, but the start's really nice. The reveal is really nice. Just a little bit more work on kind of finishing the animation almost. So finally we have the Snenergy, I believe it is, intro. And I watched this before and I really liked it. Like that whole reveal is really nice. Really nice and kind of well timed. The only thing I don't really like is just how much this flare flickers. Really over the top, but that reveal's so nice, how it comes together. Texture's really great. Yeah, overall I really like it. Kind of reminds me of, like this part here reminds me of I think it was one of the old Darth intros, where the pieces are on the floor and they all come together. It's a shame that like it kind of goes from like a floor to stars, because it doesn't really look like it fits in that well, but this looks really nice. Love the glow here, but maybe it's a bit too dark, you can't really see it too well. The flare kind of takes over, but I love how you've left the pieces not completely together to give it this more kind of broken up kind of ground feel to it. And yeah, it looks really nice. Maybe the kind of turbulent wave is a bit unnecessary, and I like the reveal here, but maybe it's kind of a bit different to the rest of the intro. It doesn't really fit in that well, but it's really nice. And yeah, the turbulent displace, it's a little bit over the top. You can see you actually have a proper wave on there. And if I'm being really picky, the text and the logo fade out at different times. But other than that, really nice. Like as I said, the pieces coming together works really well. Some people don't do it great, but you've pulled it off really nicely. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and remember to submit a video if yours wasn't shown. Yeah, I even commented on it 2 months ago. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, hopefully yours will be picked in the next one.